Hi everyone, this is Krishna Vandanapu, a business applications MVP. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be discussing about how to show a PDF file from SharePoint document library to PowerApps PDF viewer control with the help of PowerAutomate. Let us see what are all the steps we should follow to render the PDF in PowerApps seamlessly irrespective of the content inside the PDF. I have logged into PowerApps Maker portal. Now the business requirement is I have a SharePoint document library. In this document library, I have various PDF documents and each and every document has a different data. What do you mean by the different data? When I go to BP Health, I have all the data in plain text. And when I go to this PDF, especially this PDF, I have something in non-English format. So I want to ensure that any of this PDF user want to see in Power App that should render seamlessly. Let us see how we can implement that. First thing first, I am adding the document library as part of the data source. I have all my documents as part of this documents library. And now I'm adding a vertical gallery and providing the data as my document library. And I'm changing the layout from title to title and subtitle. And here I'm going to say as file name with extension. Now I know all the files. I see that there are files which are non-PDF as well. So as part of this, I'm going to say filter document type as equal to PDF. Now, the time I say, I see only the PDF files. Now, I'm going to use out of the box PDF viewer control to render all these PDF controls. Now, I have added this PDF viewer control. And if you see the document which shows as sample PDF. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to pass the selected PDF file to the PDF viewer control and see how it will render. That is the main objective. Now, how I can do that is either I can say gallery one dot selected file name with extension, which is the default property. But I see that make sure the PDF file is coming from an HTTP link. Okay, let me add one more label to see what I am getting as part of this. Now I want to say that gallery one dot lookup documents comma id equal to gallery one dot gallery one dot selected dot id comma link to item. So this will show me the complete HTTPS path. Okay, let me say that to this item property and see if that works. Even that is also not showing me the data, and after a while it is giving me error message as could not open PDF file, open in my browser instead, which means that doesn't matter user which document user selected. Now I click on this, it is opening in the browser, but I don't want that to be open in the browser. I want to render here as part of this PDF control. How I can do that is I have to create a flow to render the data in this control. I logged on to Microsoft Flow and I'm creating an instant flow. Click on the instant flow. Now I'm going to get the data from PowerApps. So click on PowerApps. I'm going to name this as render PDF file data. Create. Now I'm going to read two parameters from PowerApps. One is what is my site address and what is my file path. Now I'm going to create two variables. Say variable, initialize a variable. First one is site address because I need to connect to the site is one, and this one is I'm going to rename this as var site address. This one I'm going to ask from PowerApps our site address, and the next one is the file path. I'm going to create one more variable as initialize variable var file path. This one will have file name and also document library name. This one is also coming from PowerApps. So now I have both file name and file path, which is going to be what is my SharePoint site address and what is my document library path and the file name. So that one, now that I got this and I know my data is coming from SharePoint, I'm going to create a connector from SharePoint, and this time I'm going to get the file using get file content using path. The first one will be what is my parameter. My parameter is going to be custom value. I'm going to say my site address value is here and the file path value will be file path value. Now I have got the file path and the file site address also. It will read the data from SharePoint document library and it will have all the data as an output. Now let us rename the action as get PDF data, and now I need to send the data back to PowerApps. Now PowerApps respond to PowerApps or flow, select the return type as a file, and here I'm saying PDF content, and here I need to send the data whatever I get as part of this step. How do I do that is I'm using expressions body of this. Now remove the body. Out of this, what I need is the content out of this output. I don't need the entire stuff. All I need is out of this output from this previous step body, and inside the body all I need is content. That is the only text we need to send back to PowerApp. Now that our flow is ready, let us go back to PowerApp and include that flow as part of our PowerApp. So when we wanted to call that flow is as soon as user click on this next icon here, what I wanted to do is I want to insert action PowerAutomate, and our flow name is render PDF data. Select render PDF data. So render PDF data expect two data parameters to flow. One is the site address and the other one is file path. To get the site address, what we need is gallery one dot selected dot link to item is something what we see as part of this label. So which means that I am getting the complete path. Out of this, what I need is I need up to practice, because SharePoint documents is the document library name and the next one is the file name. If I see what is gallery one dot selected dot full path, I get the document library name without special characters. Now I need to remove this from this complete text. So what I'm going to do is first I need to replace this %20 with a space. Now we have the complete text without the special characters. It's complete link without special characters. Now we need to remove the folder path from this with blank. How do I get that is gallery one dot selected dot full path. This will give me the site link. let me show you what I will get here. If you see here, I'm getting SharePoint site URL. I can as well hard code it. I want to show how to get the SharePoint site URL dynamically. Now I got one first parameter as site URL. The next parameter is folder path, which we know very well. Gallery one dot selected dot full path. So I got both the parameters. Parameter one as a site URL and the other parameter is document library path. But my flow is sending a return type. Read the return type at the PowerApp level. What I need to do is I need to assign the data return type to another variable so I can render as part of my PDF control. So now that I know, I got the return type as var PDF. Go back to this. Now the document is going to be var PDF dot PDF content, because my parameter name is PDF content. That will hold my file content. Let us see how this will function. If I click on that, it is invoking my flow and I got the data back. Now let us see how the non-English PDF will work. There you go. So which means that my PDF reader is absolutely working the way how it's supposed to work. Irrespective of the data, what I have as part of my PDF, I'm able to see as part of my PDF viewer component. The tip of today's video is, while you are creating flow, always add a comment to understand what this action of the flow is doing. Now I'll say this is to get the file content from SharePoint library. So what happens is, tomorrow when somebody comes and look at this flow, they will be able to understand what this step is all about. In fact, as part of this step, I can write the formula also. Now I have added a expression here. I can write the expression here so that what I have used the expression as part of this step will be easily understandable when we are looking. So this way, my maintainability of the flow is very easy. I hope this tip is helpful for you guys while you are creating flows. This is my contact information. If you like the video, please add your comments, hit like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for all future videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.